I think, there's a difference between nature and nurture. My nature is go for it. My nurture was fear of failure. So eventually, as adults, I think we have to overcome our nurture. In whatever area of your life, you have to overcome it. And we have to take responsibility for ourselves and figure out, and I'm very lucky in the fact that I've had time to become sort of self-aware and learn about who I am. Once I learned who I am, when I look back at the history, when I am free to be me, this was sort of the path probably I was supposed to be on all along. I was actually raised where don't try that because you might fail. I come from an overprotective Jewish family, and it was don't climb the tree because you might fall. It was don't try things, live in the box. So I wasn't actually raised with the ability to sort of think beyond what was. I heard about the wholesale formula on Facebook, and I decided to move forward with the course because not only did it have a money-back guarantee, but I knew that the way I was trying to run my business now wasn't sustainable. The cost of it was a significant percentage of what I had in the bank at the time. And so it was a huge risk, but it was the money-back guarantee. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a leap of faith, say yes, just say yes. No idea what I was doing. And then I tried, and I fell flat on my face over and over and over again. Because one of the things I kept saying to myself is, what possibly could I offer somebody? I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had a wholesale account. I just know what I know, and it's a very limited amount. And yes, I learned a lot through the class, but how am I different than Joe Schmo coming up, right behind me? What do I have to offer? And I'll never forget, the guys were here for an event, and they had a dinner. And I sat next to Dan at that dinner. And I said, I'm struggling. I don't know if I can do this. I'm just about to give up. And I've never given up on anything. I am a fighter, if you haven't figured it out by this, but I am a fighter. But I was ready to give up. Hitting my head against the wall, and without somebody to talk to, without somebody to turn to, you're limited by what you know. And that dinner opened up a lot, and Dan was like, just keep trying, because you have all the right pieces, you just don't have the confidence. You're smart, you're well-spoken, you're educated. You don't even need to be all those things to be successful at this, but you are. You just don't have the confidence. Okay. It was pretty much the kick in the pants that I needed to realize that I did have some value. This profession has opened almost every door in my life that had been closed to me is now open. I also realized that your fears are just that. They're not real. So I try to face my fears now. I didn't for a long time. I ran away. Now I am like full bore, let's go for it. My first year I did like 40,000 in sales. Second year I think I did 400,000 in sales, second year. Anyway, last year I did 1.12 million. This year I did 1.5 or 6 million. I never imagined I would be talking about these kind of numbers in my life. But for the first time in my adult life, I have freedom. I have freedom of finances. I have freedom of time. The freedom that this allows you financially, emotionally, and time. I literally view myself as semi-retired in 4 years. Who does that? So whatever happens with Amazon, whatever happens with my business, I know for the first time in my life, I know I'm okay. And the guys, they literally changed my life. And I've told them this every time I see them. They literally changed the trajectory of my life. And they will say, and they always say, you did the work. But they gave me the tools. I didn't know how to do this. Whether we implement it or not, or how we implement it is up to us. But you don't know what you don't know. And they gave me that. When I told them that they changed my life the first time, I forget it, Eric got teary. Eric was crying. I was crying. It was great. That's the heart of what they do. And that, there's no price tag on that. I didn't know that on the front end, but talk about bonus on the back end. It was just grateful. Grateful. I have so much gratitude